Dinovich here again, my fellow wingers, and welcome back to the Inswinger. With the growth of football over time and the number of innumerable stats, rules, and regulations surrounding the game, there are many records to be made within the sport. Some people often say that records are meant to be broken, but it seems some records are destined to stand the test of time. And while there have been many iconic football records over the years, many of them bring a sense of pride to whoever is holding them, while some others are remembered for the wrong reasons. So record this. Here's the Inswinger's 10 football records that won't be broken. (10) The most official appearances for a player. 1,390 appearances. Peter Shilton. There have been many football legends to have had some lengthy careers, which have seen them play more than 1,000 games for clubs and country. But to match the record set by England legend Peter Shilton will be nearly impossible for anyone. Shilton's career, which was over 3 decades long, saw him play 1,390 official matches for his sides. Shilton's incredible stamina and willingness to play on professionally for so long helps him be the holder of this elusive record. This record will be hard to break due to players retiring relatively early in their careers these days, but Shilton's name will be associated with this achievement for some time. 9. The biggest international scoreline. 31-0. Australia vs American Samoa, 2001. Some international football matches have been some high-scoring thrillers in the past, but nothing compares to what was a qualifying match for the 2002 FIFA World Cup as Australia scored 31 goals against American Samoa in 90 minutes to record the largest victory in an international match. With such an absurd scoreline, many claim that the format for qualification needed to be revised in order to avoid such mismatches, and their thoughts were listened to as FIFA introduced preliminary rounds in the Oceanic Zone qualification for the 2006 qualifiers. Thank God. 8. The most successive European Cup or Champions League titles. 5. Real Madrid. From 1955 to 1960, Real Madrid went on a rampage, destroying teams en route to their 5 successive European Cups. It is from this their obsession with the Champions League originates. Spearheaded by Alfredo Di Stefano, the original all-conquering Los Blancos swept the continent with considerable ease. No club has come close to surpassing the record in 63 seasons since, with the closest being the Johan Cruyff-led Ajax team, who won 3 consecutive campaigns from 1971 to 1973, and Real Madrid themselves, who also won 3 consecutive campaigns from 2016 to 2018. 7. The most red cards in a single match. 36. Claypole vs Victoriano Arenas, 2011. 1 red card, bad enough. 2, then something wrong. But every player? Boy, that's exactly what happened in Argentina's 5th tier when Claypole faced Victoriano Arenas in 2011. The game began as a heated affair with 2 red cards shown in the first half, but the game descended into chaos in the second half when both teams had their entire lineup dismissed by referee Damian Rubino. And if that wasn't enough, a following 14 members of staff were given their marching orders after a mass brawl broke out. Damian Rubino showed a total of 36 red cards, and I'm sure, and I hope, this record will stand the length of time. 6. The longest goal scored. 91.9 meters. Asmir Begovic, 2014. A goal being scored brings the excitement in football, and we've seen some extraordinary ones, and Asmir Begovic's goal in 2014 was something special. The goalkeeper set the record for scoring the longest goal recorded in football history in 2014 when he scored from a long kick forward for Stoke City against Southampton. Begovic's goal was measured up at 91.9 meters and was possible because of the blowing wind helping the ball end up in the goal. The Bournemouth goalkeeper will definitely take it, as this prestigious achievement makes sure that he'll be remembered by football fanatics for years to come. 5. The most goals by a goalkeeper. 131 goals. Rogerio Ceni. Featured in one of my earlier videos about the highest goal scorer in each position, Rogerio Ceni is the holder of this record. There are goalkeepers capable of doing more than keeping the ball out of their own nets, but Rogerio Ceni decided to go one better by scoring for his team instead. In 1,257 competitive appearances for Sao Paulo, Ceni found the back of the net 131 times because of his unusual proficiency from free kicks. Sure, it caused a scramble when he missed one and would have to sprint back to his own goal, but either way you are guaranteed some sort of spectacle. The Brazilian puts many strikers to shame with his 131 career goals. 4. The most goals at a single World Cup. 13 goals, just Fontaine, 1958. The 1958 World Cup might be remembered most for marking the debut of a 17-year-old Pelé on the world stage. But while Pelé led Brazil to their first World Cup win, it was Frenchman Just Fontaine who stole the headlines during the tournament by scoring 13 goals in just 6 games at a whopping 2.2 goals per game ratio. With modern defenses becoming much better, winners of the Golden Boot, which is the award for the top goal scorer of a World Cup, typically get no more than 6 or 7 goals per tournament, which pales in comparison to Just Fontaine's record of 13 goals. This record will probably belong to him for generations. 3. The most goals scored in a calendar year, 91 goals. Lionel Messi, 2012. No one knows which generation will produce the next global superstar. However, no matter how good that player is, they'll do well to come even close to Messi's record of scoring 91 goals in a calendar year. The year 2012 marked Lionel Messi's greatest year as he demolished defenses across Europe with his scintillating goal-scoring exploits. In just 69 matches for Argentina and Barcelona, Messi somehow scored at a rate of 1.3 goals per game for a whole year. In doing so, the attacking ace made history, breaking Gerd Muller's record of 85 goals in a calendar year that had previously stood for 40 years. 2. The highest attendance at a football match, 173,830. 1950 World Cup Final. The 1950 World Cup Final is undeniably one of the most memorable games of all time, having been played in the Maracanã Stadium between host Brazil and their rivals Uruguay. Uruguay created one of the biggest upsets in football history, winning the final 2-1. However, the game is also known for having the largest attendance in football history, with 173,830 paid spectators and an actual attendance estimated to be well over 220,000 spectators. Stadium disasters since 1950 have seen a shift in public perception of safety and has helped enforce stricter regulations on match-going crowds. The colossal crowd seen on that fateful day will never be possible again. 1. The fastest hat-trick, 90 seconds. Tommy Ross, 1964. The excitement of scoring a hat-trick in football is only known by a few players, but fans and players alike also realize how difficult it is to actually score 3 goals in a single game. While we've seen many hat-tricks scored in the past, the record for the fastest hat-trick is held by Ross County's Tommy Ross, which lasted 56 years. The goals came against Nairn County in 1964, and it's quite impossible to even think how Ross scored 3 goals in a space of 90 seconds. But it's an admirable record which won't be broken anytime soon. And there you have it, the Inswinger's 10 football records that won't be broken. Agree or disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the Inswinger for more football content. See you soon.